I believe we are live. Yes, we are. We are live. Okay, nice. Sick. This was a lot later than I thought it was gonna be. My original plan, I'm turning my music down. My original plan was to go live at like 4 p.m. Then it turned out I had to do a bunch of stuff around the house, so that didn't end up happening. But I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time. I guess we're gonna be talking about the newest chapter of Chainsaw Man. I did read it. I read it once earlier today, then I got busy. So I might want to quickly reread it again. I was going to try to do that before stream, but I thought maybe I would just get this out of the way while I was on stream. I wanted to do two different things because I say this all the time. I don't want to keep pigeonholing myself in as the Chainsaw Man guy. But so I was going to do both DanDanDan and Chainsaw Man today, but it turns out DanDanDan is on break this entire month. I knew that. I had forgotten about it. So we're not going to be able to talk about DanDanDan. I think Yukino Butatsu cited that he's on break because he wants to do more research for DanDanDan, which is super cool, which means, you know, with all of the new developments within the story, you know, he's trying to get historical accuracy from all of the real-life elements he's pulling from to write his story. Also, I just realized my closet door is open. I want to close that real quick. There's nothing for you guys. I mean, there's nothing in there. But, I don't know. I just think it's fucking up my stream background. Give me one sec, guys. I just don't like it. I did it for me. I did it for me. It wasn't you. It's me. What's up, bro? How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. I just decided that it's Chainsaw Man time. I'm locking in. I did read the chapter already, but I thought, and I know I said I don't want to do this anymore because it's very, very risky to read manga on stream. I'm gonna do it anyway. But this one time, and if I get in trouble, I guess I've learned my lesson. But yeah, I thought I might as well go over it on stream and give you at least my initial reactions. Because I mean, last chapter, before I think chapter 172, the one before this one, was the infamous chapter where everyone lost their ears. Ears were erased from existence, and the internet became an incredibly insufferable place for 2 weeks. But this is such a cool way to showcase the lack of ears, doing a play-by-play by showing, you know, different animals, people all over the world, people dropping their phones. Why do you even need a phone if you don't have ears anyway? Cats, elephants, everything. No, I'm on the right page. There we go. We have what appears to be... I actually don't know what's going on here. These death row inmates? I don't know. The erased devil's name is Ear, spelled Echo Alpha Romeo. Ear. Huh? What'd you say? Ear, spelled E-A-R. And I guess they can't hear each other because they don't have ears. Ears assist... I think maybe you could still kind of hear muffled things through the vibrations of your skull. But, ears assist greatly in sensory organs. If Fujimo just wanted to draw earless cats. Today has been more or less, but glad there's a stream today. Oh well, I'm happy that you're happy that we're doing this. I was actually I kind of forgot about it. I was supposed to stream at 4 today, 4 EST. It's 7:17 Eastern Standard Time now. I just had some stuff to do around the house, but yeah, I thought I'd jump on for a quick one. I'm certain we all got stuff going on tonight, so I don't want to take up anyone's time too much. There is something I do want to talk about after we read the chapter, though, but let's just get through my initial reactions real quick and we can get into that. Excluding cases like an individual's name, raise your hand if you know the word. And no one knows the word. What I want to know is why she knows, though. How does she know that, like, what has gone missing? What are the rules behind that? Like, are we ever going to find that out? Erasure of ear confirmed. Team C commence operation. Oh, yeah, this was the most, like, hardcore scene in the entire chapter when I read it earlier. Is these motherfuckers cutting their fingers off? Hardcore. I also love this pained expression. Not to, I know I shit on Jujutsu Kaisen so much on streams. I swear I like it-ish. I liked it at least. But seeing like scenes like this and the art and just the facial expressions, I know I praised Gege Akutami's Sukuna drawing last chapter, but damn, Fujimoto is just the GOAT when it comes to that shit. Like, there's no beating him. Not that I have to disparage other manga series to prop up a series I like, because that's genuinely one of my own pet peeves. They cut off their fingers and they write, he says cervical spine, neck, and vertebrae, and they write the words hit and on a mirror in blood. And okay, this, I will say, this is like peak Chainsaw Man in my opinion. I fucking missed like this kind of vibe, like body horror turned into like a weird, almost like satanic ritual rooted in demonology, into just some hellish nightmare beyond the scope of human comprehension. This is my Chainsaw Man. This is what honestly, this is what I think has been part of what's been missing, largely in part 2. Just these horrific nightmares. I know we've had a little bit of that with designs like the Falling Devil to an extent, and just some other devil designs, but it's really these eldritch horrors that I think make this series shine so much. Like, what the fuck is going on right here? Why do we gotta have like the naked severed arms chairs? That's cool. That's very creative. That's very Fujimoto. I think that's what we've been missing lately. And then we have right here, let me move my camera again. You know, actually, I'm gonna leave my camera here. I don't want to keep moving it. I'm just gonna disable my camera whenever I want to show you guys something. Fuck. Wait, stop. Okay, there we go. Where's my camera? Yeah. See how we have this chick here still, how, you know, everyone thought she was gonna be the next best girl, and then that didn't end up happening because she died immediately. Very, very fun. Honestly, the devil's design was actually so sick, and the men in the bathroom cutting their fingers, that was great. Missed that kind of vibe from Chainsaw Man. I completely agree. This is like, I know I said that I really liked those silly chapters before, and I did. Those are like my favorite chapters in a very, very long time. But definitely, like, even that missed this super over the top grotesque devil design. Oh, and then shit like this. Okay, he gets punched by the fucking astral projection devil or whatever that was in hell there. He cuts off 2 of the fingers here. And this devil loses 2 of their fingers there. Super, super cool. Let me get my camera out of here while we look at this. I'm definitely getting in trouble with Shueisha for reading this on stream. Whatever. Ouch. And then he gets fucking octopused. Get octopused, loser. Hirofumi Yoshida has never been in more danger. This is cool. He looks really cool here too. I like this. I kind of missed him in the manga, even though he kind of became a little shisty. I kind of missed him, and he looks really badass here. But it's unfortunate because he is going to fucking die like next chapter. He is, okay, here's the thing. Yoshida is a human. Hirofumi Yoshida is not like, you know, I guess with like the dead fiends, fiends aren't immortal, they're only semi-immortal, so they're all probably dead. However, you know, with characters like that have any kind of devilish abilities, whether they're fiends or devils themselves, we don't really know about how the rules work for when they die, how they can come back, just like how Power was reborn from the blood that Denji drank from her. So he was kind of living in her system. However, we do know how the rules for regular humans work. You pop them like little flesh balloons and they tend to not come back. And you know, Black Chainsaw Man, he's really good at doing that. And not only that, I have to assume And Black Chainsaw Man being one of the strongest beings in existence, it absolutely 1v1'd, or 1v5'd, or 1v6'd, however many there were, the weapons hybrids, including Quan Chi in her bow and arrow form, crossbow form, whatever it was. And she in human form beat Yoshida. So not trying to power scale Chainsaw Man. I know that that's the dumbest possible thing on the planet. However, you know, he kind of makes this happen. This is the end of the chapter. Ears come back. He squeezes him and gets a nice little meaty morsel out of him. Makes him throw up ears. He'll probably make him throw up some other stuff, but you know, he's probably gonna cut through these almost immediately next chapter and completely mulch Yoshida. That's what I see happening. He missed his ear piercings. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have ears right now. No one has ears right now. Wait, I wonder if there's like any art inconsistencies. I want to look through just to see. These guys don't have ears. I wonder if they get their ears back at the end. Squeeze it. Okay, no, we don't see. We won't know if they have ears until next chapter, which is fortunately only 7 days away. We have a rare... Here, I'm actually going to expand chat. I want you more chat on screen. Also, what's up, Sleepy? How you doing, bro? I want bigger chat so I can actually read it. I'm fucking blind, dude. I feel like if the Eye Devil were erased by Chainsaw Man, I would actually see better. I haven't done a Chainsaw Man discussion in a while, though. I'm trying to think, like, I have no clue where this could possibly be going. I feel like, you know what? Ever since Secret Doves started spearheading the public safety special broadcast, he has been so on top of the Chainsaw Man discussions. Let me see if I can actually want to center myself as well. I hate when I'm off center on stream. That's like one of my biggest stream pet peeves, being off center, which is a lot more difficult because I'm using this I'm using the cuck chair still. I need to get like a real chair. This is what I'm like sitting on all day. So yeah, I mean, I've been working on, my newest video is basically almost done. Which means probably after this stream, it's gonna be definitely a shorter stream. But I'm gonna work more on that, hopefully to have that out in mid-August. But here, I'm gonna pause this. I want to pull up Doves. Doves is my actual goat. I'm certain he's okay with me watching this on stream or showing you guys this on stream. Doves is in Japan right now. He fucking... I need to talk to him about this. He records things. This is not the first time this has happened. I need to talk to him about this. It's only coming through my left ear. Very, very Chainsaw Man of him to have some audio issues with this. I need to get him to look at his preferences because this has happened before. But what I was going to say is that Doves does a fantastic job spearheading amazing discussion even while he's vacationing in Japan, providing an hour-long podcast episode by himself off the fucking cuff, talking about why Denji suffers, which is, that's why I say, you know, like, even though I don't really do the Chainsaw Man discussions anymore, Secret Doves holds it the fuck down. Where I could make a like edited like 6 to 7 to 8 minute long video on a Chainsaw Man Tuesday about what I thought of the new chapter, he can talk unedited an entire coherent string of consciousness for over an hour easily, and he can do it all by himself as well. So obviously, I mean, I feel like if you are watching me at all, you probably know who he is. You probably follow him on Twitter. But I am absolutely going to get on him to fix his mic. But
fine. But each of these characters is getting
the way that he can just speak off riff about Chainsaw Man for hours at a time, never get tired of it. He is absolutely the GOAT of this community, in my opinion. My humble opinion. Get the music going again. Yeah. Actually, I have something coming up with Doves that I'm very, very excited about. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at what I've got going on here. Might just have to fix something real quick to gamers. Oh, no, okay, we're good, we're good. I had thought that my stream had disconnected when it didn't. I'm gonna start hyping it up soon, but I have a show that is gonna start in August. I think, I don't want to give you guys the date yet, but it's gonna be a collaboration between some creators I really, really like, including Secret Doves while he is still in Japan. It's gonna be RJ from On the Rise, Bunko Bun, who is an amazing up-and-coming anime and manga YouTuber, VTuber actually. Fucking Manga Crash, who I very, very much enjoy, as well as, I think it's all of us right now. RJ, Bunko, Doves, Crash, and me. We have a very, very fun stream coming up that I've been putting together for a while. Yeah, we're doing an off the podcast collaboration, which is kind of rare, right? To be honest, the fact that he can speak about Chainsaw Man in a hotel probably after being busy all day is insane. Yeah, and then the fact that I feel so bad for this. The timing of the stream that we're all gonna do together, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 3 a.m. for him, but I'm also pretty sure he doesn't go to sleep anyway, so he should be fine. He should be fine. Oh my god, I want to hang out with him so bad, like in person. I know that he's in Japan right now. I'm going to Japan in January. I told him that too. I was like, you should stick around so that we can actually hang out when I'm there. But yeah, he's been there for like weeks now, and he's gonna be there for a while. So yeah, keep an eye out for some very good Doves content. Yeah, actually, one other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's actually about the state of streaming and streaming on my channel here. I'm thinking, I know I've talked about this before, and it was met with a less than, well, not that the reception was bad, but I am personally thinking about switching to Twitch. I know it's a lot easier to access my stream from YouTube if you're already following me, because, you know, if I say I'm streaming, all you gotta do is just click the link and check it out, and you're here. However, I do think that I don't want to keep cluttering my feed with streams, especially because I want to stream more. So that is why I am considering this move. I haven't fully committed to it yet. I'm thinking there is a time and there is a day in the future for sure where streaming on YouTube is going to be the better idea. I think YouTube is absolutely going to surpass Twitch. But as the way YouTube streaming is going right now, and this is not me complaining at all, because I actually understand. So how I've been doing my releasing for videos lately is I take a lot of time working on the script. I work with a good friend of mine named Diego, and he helps me make a fantastic video. We do it together, and they come out very slowly. You know, earlier in the year it was once a month. Now he's really busy, so it's once every few months. But they've been a lot more high quality, a lot higher production, and because of that, they get a lot more views, which is great. I'm very happy about that. That's what I want. It gets a lot more views and a lot more subscribers. The only problem is that when you don't upload for a while, once again, not complaining about this, I think it's totally fine. I understand it. If I don't upload for a while and then I put up a stream, streams are always going to be lower quality than an actual upload on YouTube. So what did you miss? I'm just talking about potentially moving to Twitch for temporarily. What's up, Desto, by the way? How are you doing? Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, that makes me feel good about this idea. I'll take a look at it tomorrow for sure. Look into what it would, or what the pros and cons of switching to Twitch would be. But yeah, so essentially whenever I put up live streams, which is a lot more common than my videos, it essentially reminds people to unsubscribe. That's totally fine. Honestly, if me going live makes someone think, oh, I actually don't want to be subscribed to this guy, that's actually probably for the best, because that means, where did my music go? What the fuck? That probably means that you know, they weren't gonna watch my next video anyway. But I do think that there could potentially be a negative impact from streaming on YouTube at my current level. Just at my current level. I like it. I think I like the environment of YouTube streaming more than I do Twitch streaming. Because with Twitch streaming, just how discoverability works, it's based off of like game or creative or just chatting, and I don't like that meta. The YouTube meta, I could just like say like piss and cum in the title, and you know, people know what to expect. But yeah, so that is my reasoning for at least considering moving to Twitch temporarily. I will say, pros of YouTube over Twitch. YouTube has a much better revenue split than Twitch does, especially for small creators. YouTube, I can actually better control membership perks, as well as, I mean, I could do it in both places, but I think maybe, yeah, that's why I just gotta weigh out my pros and cons. Like, it's not 100%. I'm gonna switch to Twitch temporarily, but I'm at least considering it, because I do think there is sometimes a averse response when I go live on YouTube, which is understandable. I am hopefully, as the year ramps up, as we get into the last quarter of the year, I do want to put out more actual full-length videos. My next Too Many Losing Heroines video is pretty much almost out of my hands. I've already started filming and finishing up the final touches of the script. And once it's out of, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. If I do go to Twitch for a bit, I'll absolutely create a VODs channel. I hate Twitch's video player, and I would never, ever, ever force anyone to suffer through the Twitch VODs player. That is a fate worse than death. That is cruel and unusual punishment. Yeah, and that's the thing, and I appreciate you saying that, Ro. And that's the thing, you know, I'm figuring out, I'm experimenting with things, you know. I feel like we're in such a malleable era of my channel where, you know, I can really put out anything and play around with it. However, I would like it to be successful. So, yeah. Video coming soon, hopefully more videos after that. What I can tell you for a fact is when I go to Japan in January, uploads will absolutely be more frequent, because I will just have more to do, more to talk about, as well as I'll have more fun streams. I already have some stream ideas for when I'm in Japan. This is going to be in 2025, early 2025. But yeah, like there's going to be like collab or like going to anime cafe videos. There's going to be, I don't want to call them vlogs because I want to have a purpose for each video, but as well as, you know, more video essays. Anytime there's a cool anime that I see getting a lot of hype online, I'm going to probably talk about it. That's what happened with Too Many Losing Heroines, you know? The first 2 episodes were out, and I saw a lot of people talking about the good animation and whatnot, so I started watching and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just quickly write a video about this. And I actually really like the video. I can't spoil anything for you guys, but I talk about some things I don't usually talk about in videos, as well as I think I've written probably the funniest joke I've ever written in any of my videos. So very, very excited for that. Yeah, the ye old, oh my, I can't believe you remember that, Sleepy. You're a real OG. Holy shit, yeah. You know what though? One of these days, I have these huge ideas for videos and streams and everything that I even had since back in my ye old era when I didn't talk about anime at all or manga at all. I just talked about Japan and weeb shit, or like, but not weeb shit, like folklore and shit. I still love that shit. And I could potentially imagine a possibility where a future era is I can go back to my roots from 4 years ago and create a video. Like, I think one of my favorite videos from that era is I made a video called "Why Are Tanuki's Nuts So Big?" Actually, I might. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. I might cringe if we watch this. But I'm gonna pull it up at least a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. One of my favorite videos from this era was a video called "Why Are Tanuki's Nuts So Big?" And this is like, honestly, oh wait, these are, I think I might have privated that one, even though it was probably a silly video. Give me a second, gamers. Here, I'm gonna put the music back on while I figure this out. We have such a unique experience where I remember talking about how I wanted to do a show where I go back through my old content and cringe at it. That is certainly a title of all time. Yeah, that was it was an interesting era for me. I liked it though. I had fun with it because I was like, at that time I wanted to be an anime and manga YouTuber, but like I was like, well, if everyone's already watching Trash Taste, why would they watch me, you know? And that's a dumb way to think because, you know, there's still ways you can make yourself interesting and different. Wait, it's still public. What the fuck? Why couldn't I find it? Why are Tanuki's nuts so big? Where is that video? Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. Oh god, that thumbnail's atrocious. Oh shit, no, that's a Dove's video. I have so many tabs pulled up right now. Do you guys remember how awful my thumbnails used to be? Here, wait, let me get rid of my camera so you can see this. I remember I used to work with a video editor named Cairo. He was a cool guy. He did not want to work with me anymore. Every week he would do these awesome edits for me. I think I started working with him. This is the first video I did with him. I think this one right here. You laugh, you drink. And I think we worked together on this, and this. And then I started editing my videos again. All of my original videos I edited myself. I think I edited this one myself as well. This is over 7 minutes long. Also, I will cringe at my old presentation style. I miss my long hair. I still miss that. I will always miss that. Even though I think I have accepted that I do not look good when my hair is this long. There was also, I feel like I had a more youthful, boyish charm in this era. It's gone now, but God. Oh my god, this is so cringe. Where are my glasses? I can tell you for a fact. Wait, let me get my camera back on. Back in this era, I absolutely needed my glasses to see just about anything. Also, that's my old Galaxy Note, whatever it was. About 20. Okay. Oh my god, my awful. Also, you can see I used to have issues with dry skin around my nose. Vanity cream has helped that immensely. Look at my skin. This shit's immaculate. But yeah, that was plagued by that for years. Look how young I look. I look like Tim Henson in this. I look like a young Tim Henson. First video I ever found of yours was the Chainsaw Man Smasher Pass. I miss that kind of content as well. I miss silly content. I know I'm trying to be a little more like, oh, I'm in my serious video essay arc. But once you know the ball gets rolling and I can make pretty much whatever I want as long as it's high quality, I'm gonna bring back some old shit. The old background is so nostalgic. Yeah, I still have this, you know. It's in storage though. This is probably gonna make me cringe really hard, but here, I'll turn the volume up too.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jacob Jones.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the old name. You know why I changed that? I didn't change it. Okay, I did get pressure from someone to change it from Jaku Jonesu back in the day because they were like, as a white guy, that's kind of racist, and I was like, no, that is my actual name in Japanese. And also, I didn't come up with that name. My friend from Japan came up with that name. However, it is cringe to look back at it and hear it.
Welcome to my channel. And I'm going to start today's video with the quote from the reputable Japan Times. Dear Alice, about 20 years ago I lived in Fukui. When I traveled around that prefecture, I often saw statues outside of restaurants that appear to be of giant hedgehogs. They wore traditional clothing and gave off the impression of being overly friendly. Perhaps that's because of their hugely oversized testicles. However, I don't recall seeing such statues elsewhere in Japan or any of the Japan towns here.
Also, this is COVID. Not to keep bringing up my dermatology issues, but like the masks as well. I was wearing masks, and for some reason, just like it caused me to have these like weird skin issues around my nose. Vanny cream. I swear by that shit. It's super cheap. Dermatologists recommend it. Use Vanny cream. I think my first video of yours was in when you were in New York. I'm trying to think which one that could have been. I've been in New York a few times. It might have been because I lived in Boston. Could have been Boston. Where was I when I shot this one? I was in Boston for this one. Actually, I was in my old apartment
in California. What the heck are these hedgehogs? Cheryl K, San Francisco, US. Guys, please don't click off this video yet. I swear it's educational. What these hedgehog statues that Cheryl K saw throughout her travels in Japan were actually called tanuki. And my god, you should see the kind of heat these little bastards are packing. Ooh, who ordered the extra nuts? Okay, pause. Let's back it up a bit. What even is it?
Okay, dude, my line delivery, if I could find the scripts to this video, I could probably remake this with just such better delivery. My line delivery used to be ass.
Tanuki.
Also, I still have this hoodie, and it is in fucking tatters now. I can't believe how good it looks in this video.
If you've ever played Super Mario Bros. 3 or any other Super Mario games after that, your answer would probably be flying squirrel raccoon thing? And your confusion would be completely valid because what the fuck even is a tanuki? It is a real animal. Technically, a tanuki is a raccoon dog, and contrary to its name, it's actually nowhere near closely related to raccoons. It's more closely related to
I still love tanuki. I think they're one of the cutest animals in existence.
Foxes.
Look at that shit.
They kind of look like...
Get my fucking dumb face out of here.
Like corgi foxes with raccoon coloring. Raccoon dogs are found...
Alright, let me get my face. I need my face just so you guys can see how fucking old I am now.
And all throughout East Asia, but tanuki solely refers to the ones found in Japan. And to the few of you who had the same question that I did after seeing how cute they were, no, they cannot be kept as pets. Okay, now let's get into the meat and two veg as to why I made this video. Tanuki are very prominent figures in Japanese folklore. They're seen as supernatural and mysterious creatures who possess the power to shapeshift and often play tricks on unsuspecting people. Oh yeah, they also have f***-off massive testicles. If you ask someone from Japan who's familiar with these supersized scrotum spirits how big a tanuki's nuts are, they'll tell you Hachijojiki, or the area of 8 tatami mats. There's even a children's song that's sung about the tanuki's gargantuan gonads, and it goes something like this. Tan tan tanuki no kintama wa kaze mo nai no ni bura bura.
Yeah, no, I agree, brother.
Just in case anyone's wondering if tanuki are actually lugging around these wrecking balls all day every day in real life, the actual animal has testicles proportionate to its body.
Very glad that I included
the myth that they have massive nuts can actually be traced back to metalworkers in the Kanazawa prefecture who used to hammer gold into gold leaf. These artisans would wrap gold nuggets in tanuki skin and hammer it until it's completely flat. Since tanuki skin is so tough and gold is so malleable, they were said to be able to hammer out these gold nuggets to the size of Hachijojiki, or 8 tatami mats. Okay, but what does this have to do with the scrotums of these animals? The Japanese word for bag of gold is kin no tama, and the Japanese word for nutsack is kintama. So you're actually fairly likely to...
in like the first chapter of Gintama, when they bring up Gintama means like silver soul or something, and they be like, I think they bring it up like, not to be confused with the word for testicles, kintama. This is Gintama. And I think that's just the meme, is that this shonen anime is supposed to sound like testicles. You ain't old, you age in like fine wine. Oh, that's not true. I got the 4 headlines now. I'm fucking unk now, dude. I was called unk the other day, and I almost drove my car off of a fucking bridge. I'm not gonna lie. No one call me unk. Please don't. Apparently I'm unk now. Horribly depressing realization, but... it is what it is, gamers.
to see these statues of tanuki with massive nuts all around Japan. Especially restaurants and businesses, because tanuki with big ol' boo sacks are said to bring great financial prosperity. This is probably because the origin of their kintama goes back to metal workers who work with gold. In the Japan Times article that I read, Kazuo Ihara-sensei, a professor at Tokushima Bunri University, said, "There are all sorts of legends concerning tanuki, but very few of them have anything to do with sex. I mean, think about it. The size of a man's scrotum has nothing to do with sexual prowess now, does it? Which means there's hope for us all, right, fellas? If you've stuck around this long in the video, then domo arigatou gozaimasu. That mustn't have been an easy task. As a reward, I'll show you the
Nihongo jouzu desu ne. Mechakucha Nihongo shaberaremasu ne. Wow, you're so good.
this cool Gintama figure I bought today, and I'll open a little tiny shrine blind box. Just because there needs to be some kind of...
I forgot I did that. I wanted to do that at the end of every video. I used to go to a place called Newbury Comics in Boston. It was like a 5 or I guess 10-15 minute walk from me. And they had these little blind boxes from Japan that they sold for these stupidly exuberant prices. I actually think I still might have some of them around here. But I had this thing where I thought I was going to open up some toys at the end of every video because I thought it'd be a silly way to get people to keep watching the video for longer. Yeah, wait. Are you fucking... Dude, am I dumb? Oh, I opened up a Gintama figure because it's about testicles. Dude, this is essentially just a 3.5 minute long video, and the second half is just me opening toys. What was I thinking?
A buffer between all this testicle talk before I send you back out to the real world. Welcome back to the Gamer Girl setup.
Yeah,
so this is the cool Gintama figure that I...
They're privated now. I had 2 videos where I opened up Pokemon card boxes because I wanted to be Max Mofo Pokemon back in the day. I tried a lot of different things back before I landed on anime and manga. I opened Pokemon cards. What else I did? I reviewed when Mr. Beast Burger became a thing. I ordered a Mr. Beast Burger and I reviewed it. That video that was the first time I ever privated a video. Because my parents watched my videos and they were like, "That's not really like what you normally do, is it? That's not quite as interesting." And so I privated it. But I tried a lot of different things before I landed where I am with
bought today
ideas.
From a really cool nearby business called Animezaka. If you're in the Harvard area at all, please do check them out. They are a really cool business. The perfect way to get anime products from Japan, like figures and stuff.
Also, don't go there. Animezaka fucking sucks. They buy this is a real product. They buy fake products and sell it for exuberantly expensive. Probably shouldn't say, or probably shouldn't start any wars with real life businesses while on stream, but at the same time, they're never gonna see this. Also, this stream's probably gonna be unlisted after it comes out anyway, so still, yeah. Now, you know what? I'm gonna double down. That place fucking sucked. This was way too expensive for what it was.
And you can guarantee that they'll be in good condition. I thought it'd be cool to show this off in this video because the show's called Gintama and it sounds like Gintama, which is nuts.
That's the joke. I told you guys
themed
that.
video. I also bought these little tiny shrine blind boxes, and I think
some of these came broken as well. I got these from Newbury. Newbury Comics is a bigger chain, so I don't feel as bad talking shit about it. Newbury Comics fucking sucks. Do you know how you can tell a place sucks? When you go in and you look at the Pokemon cards, and the Pokemon cards are dynamically priced by set. So say the most recent set costs $4, $5, which is still expensive for Pokemon cards. And then like 2 sets back, because it's older now and not in production anymore, costs $10 per pack. If you dynamically, Target will still sell the same out of production sets and packs for the actual like price of like the market price of the packs, but places like Newbury Comics dynamically prices. So and they'll get sets from Japan early and sell them. They'd have less cards in them, and they'd sell them for more expensive as well, like $8 a pack. Newbury Comics is they fucking suck. The only thing I would ever use them for is buying manga, because in manga, I think there is, whether it's Viz or Shueisha or whatever publishing companies, they do. I think there is an agreement where they have to be sold for a specific price, which is around $12. I think the market value has to be legally a certain level. I had nothing else to talk about with Chainsaw Man, so I just wanted to show you guys the my origin story. Yeah, dynamic price on cards. I have some pretty valuable Pokemon cards, I will say. I do have some pretty valuable ones. However, yeah, Newbury Comics just sucked ass. Some of these came broken. I think these were like $5 each as well, which I regret saying that. I used to be belligerent with money. I was so bad with money. Now I'm saving it. I'm a smart saver-ish. Much more so than I was back in the day. But yeah, so the only thing that you could buy there for a good price is their manga. And that's because they legally have to sell it at a good price. And it's not even a good price, actually. Manga in the United States is super expensive. I remember I have a good friend in Boston who's from Japan, and I remember telling him how much I was buying manga for, and he was like, wow, are you serious? Like, I buy manga in Japan for like 300 yen, 300 to 500 yen, which at the time was like $3 to $5. Now it's like $1 to $3. That's like, the yen is doing terribly right now. I'm certain you guys are all aware of all the stock market bullshit lately with Japan and whatnot. Did I miss Chainsaw Man talk? Yeah, we talked briefly about it earlier. We can loop back around to it a little bit as well if you'd like, if you had some points you wanted to talk about. Honestly, yeah. Let me go back to this. Let me pull up the manga again. We can still talk about that a little bit. Let me go to my Viz account. I want the music back though. Also, I'm turning my, I think 29. I think negative 25 decibels is good when I have music on. Maybe a little louder. There you go. Here. We didn't talk about anything crazy, I don't think. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Negative 28 decibels. I just talked about mostly, Hirofumi Yoshida is absolutely fucked from making Chainsaw Man spit out the ear devil's head, like grabbing a dog by its scruff and telling him to spit out whatever dead animal he just picked up on the side of the road. Do we think Yoshida's cooked? Absolutely. He is. Another thing I said earlier is that at least, with devils and fiends, there's immortality and semi-immortality, and there's always a question as to maybe certain characters can survive certain things, like how Power survived by reappearing from the blood that Denji drunk from her. But with Hirofumi Yoshida, unfortunately, we do, for the most part, know the rules of humans in the Chainsaw Man universe. If you kill them, they're probably dead. They're not coming back. And Yoshida just made the most powerful being in this universe throw up his most recent meal. He will be absolutely mulched. And it will be sad because I actually like him and I think he looks really cool in this scene. Yeah, so we got our ears back though. I stand by mangareader.to. I use legal, official media. However, in a world where I was legally allowed to say that I read some manga in less than morally righteous means, I would say I like a website called MangaDex. I like MangaDex. I saw a theory that Yoshida is at least related to Kishibe. I can see that. No, take Fumiko instead. I 100% agree. Speaking of Chainsaw Man, can you elaborate more on your thoughts on Asayoru? I am more curious about your opinion on them. Oh, yeah, I guess I said earlier I was gonna talk about that today. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I think they're underutilized characters. Also, I look like I'm fucking like 4 feet tall when I lean back in my chair like that. I think they're incredibly underutilized in this manga when they were so interesting so early on. I wish there was, not to bring back like super old news, but I wish there was more development with Yuko being killed by fake Chainsaw Man. Also, fake Chainsaw Man, what's going on there? I think there is a lot in Asa and Yoru's story that could be elaborated on, as well as I miss them as the main character. I would say, actually, I mean, obviously I still like Chainsaw Man Part 2. I'm reading it, you know, but I do think that Asa and Yoru have been pretty drastically underutilized. You know what I'm gonna do though? I think before next week, if we do another stream to talk about Chainsaw Man next week as well, maybe I'll reread all of Part 2 if I have some time. Oh my god, I just clacked my teeth really hard. Ow. Owie. Maybe I'll reread the entire thing and see if it makes more sense in context. But the more I sit on Asa and Yoru, the more I am just kind of disappointed in their underutilization. I'm gonna let Fujimoto cook, obviously, but yeah, I mean, that's that's what I liked so much about Part 2. I liked the idea of Fujimoto continuing his universe, but with different characters. And like, I love Denji, obviously. He's one of my favorite characters, and I like that there's still a lot of story to be told with him. But I don't know. I just think it would have been cool to have him just stay as a lesser focus. Just my personal opinion, though. Please feel free, absolutely disagree with me if you disagree. I am. This is just never ever take my opinion for fact, you know. I agree, Asa could have been the focus longer, but people wanted Denji back as soon as possible. That was like my biggest frustration with early Part 2. Just the audience reception to no Denji for a while. It took 6 chapters for him to come back. Like, it wasn't that bad. People were just complaining a lot. And then his entrance was really cool. But yeah, I wish he stayed a supporting character for longer, you know? Or just for more of the manga. Just because it was just like, you know, Asa, she was, even from the beginning, she was always like, kind of, you know, like, I used to love the Asa's a femcel memes, and like, she's kind of abrasive, maybe has some form of like undiagnosed autism or something. Like, I loved that whole thing, how she just had so much trouble socializing, and how that was like a big aspect of her character. And you know what though? I believe Fujimoto might have like blown the metaphorical emotional load a little too early. Sorry, I don't know why I have a Publix receipt in my hand like that. I think he blew the metaphorical load a little too early with Asa's emotional traumas in the Falling Devil arc, because there was that chapter where she said something like, I want people to like me, but I'm scared to get close, so I push people away. It was like this huge emotional moment, and I was like, damn, don't you think this could have come a little later? Like, I feel like we need to like sit with this character more. And then immediately after that, we get essentially like 30 straight chapters of just straight Denji focus. So yeah, I am disappointed with the handling of Asa and Yoru in Part 2. Is it just me, or has Fujimoto been writing characters weird in Part 2? Like, so we get the surface level stuff but never go any deeper besides Asa and Denji? Yeah, that as well. You know, I feel like, you know, Yoshida was introduced as such a like cool, complex character. You know, being like, he's keeping an eye on Denji. He's trying to keep him from turning into Chainsaw Man, and trying to keep him living a normal life, because you know, he creates too much like hysteria in the world. And that just kind of got sidelined, because he's now mostly just a like big brother shiesty type of character, and public safety bad, you know. So maybe we'll see what happens with him from here on out. But I do think that while Chainsaw Man Part 2 started really cool, I think it kind of lost itself a bit in the Falling Devil arc, and it's starting to find its way back now. Starting to. I agree as well. My hot take is that ever since Chainsaw Man Church appeared, the manga started falling off. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Falling Devil, Church, around that time. I think that, especially with like the art decline as well. It felt like, you know what, You can tell when a mangaka is really enjoying their own works, and it felt like Fujimoto wasn't enjoying Chainsaw Man. The art was inconsistent. The story was kind of all over the place. It felt like, you know, we just kept bringing back in old characters for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, that arc to me was also a big mess. I know Doves liked it a lot. I will say I expect people to disagree with me when I say I'm making chat smaller. As much as I love seeing you guys on the screen, I want you guys to be a little smaller. Maybe I'll probably lower the font in stream elements after the stream. Remember when we thought the trio would be Asa, Yuko, and Yoshida? Yeah, dude, that would have been so fucking cool. That's what I wanted from part 2 so bad. It is we introduce a new main character, and then we bring a side character from part 1 of the manga back to be a more central character. And that would have been a lot cooler if we had a new trio of quirky characters that have their own things going on about them. Also, this was supposed to be the school arc. Why can we not stay in school? I loved all of the school, like make it a little more like wacky slice of life. I feel like there was so much cool potential with part 2 of Chainsaw Man, and I think it got lost in the sauce. Yeah, absolutely. More Asa school life and a different view to life than from Denji. I agree with that. That would have been really, really cool. This isn't just my like me taking the time to rag on Chainsaw Man, but you know, I will say this is a lot of what led to my, you know, me falling out of love with making reviews for Chainsaw Man. Is, you know, I think, you know, I was kind of disappointed in the direction, and also it was a huge task to write, edit, and release entire videos in the span of a few hours. That was pretty tough, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it kind of gets back on track. Yeah, Chainsaw Man got lost in the shonen sauce, the battle shonen sauce. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that and then also, like, I think maybe I know people would very much disagree with me on this. I think there was just less planning. I think there's a bit of a lack of planning as well. Chainsaw Man Part 1 felt very well planned, and Part 2 feels like maybe it feels like there is planning that goes into it, but it doesn't feel quite as comprehensive or complex as it did in Part 1. You know? I don't know how to explain this, but I miss Makima, that Makima character in the series. Like this character that has, or like this character that had aura or something similar, because the ones that have been introduced to felt underwhelming. Yeah, I agree. That's another thing that Part 2 lacks as opposed to Part 1, which is a good villain. A good, you know, that you could tell this character's shisty. This character's all powerful. This is a scary, scary character. And while I guess Barham was kind of scary, and the weapons hybrids are kind of scary, public safety's kind of scary, you know, the only big overarching threat has been the fear of the Death Devil, you know? That's still a thing that has to happen, too. And, yeah, I think the build-up with Makima was a lot better, and then the payoff was so good. Part 1 of Chainsaw Man, that's fucking cinema, man. I don't know if we're ever going to get anything like that ever again in manga. We have these theories that Asa is going to gain popularity in school and use her influence to gain power and weapons. Yeah, also what happened to that? I feel like that was that's where the story was like kind of going. It just didn't go that way, you know? I feel like I've just spent the past hour bitching. But yeah, I wish there's a lot of potential that I think got kind of wasted. Another thing that Part 2 is lacking is a nice end goal. Like, we don't know what the characters want right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, do they want to just live normal lives? Do they want to save the world? Why do they want? I guess, like, you know, they brought out Black Chainsaw Man. That's what the villains wanted. But what does that even mean? Why do they want him? Yeah, Fami has so much potential, but he wouldn't focus on her for some reason. I agree. Fami is like my favorite character in Part 2. I think everything that Fami has done so far has been really funny. and she's kind of scary. She brought a lot of Makima's aura into part 2. And like she's like super shisty, and there's no consequence for her shystiness because a lot of her plans have failed and like can be easily traced back to her. Asa was the one that saw Fami turn Yuko into a kaiju, and which inevitably kind of led to her death, even though Asa doesn't know she's dead. But you know, have you read Look Back? I have a video on Look Back actually. I think. Oh yeah, no, I do. I have 2 videos on Look Back actually. Wait, let me find it. I have, yeah, backspacing for my Tanuki Nuts video. I have my god, all this history. Goodbye Eri. I got a physical copy of Look Back. There's this video. I don't even want to go back and watch that. That's gonna be, ooh, I don't want people to see what my friends on Steam are doing. I need to figure out how to disable that. And then, oh yeah, I have another Look Back video right here. Yeah, the movie's already out in Japan. Here, this is actually one of my most watched videos. Look Back by Tatsuki Fujimoto is a masterpiece. Dude, look at my square glasses. Do you guys remember that? I'm absolutely round glasses gang now. Exactly, I thought Fami was gonna have more attention, but Fujimoto hasn't been focusing on her. Yeah, exactly. Like what's going on with her? What's her entire shtick? Yeah. I love how Fami has been introduced as sort of a lazy Makima, super strong, but she just loves food and stuff. Yeah, I wish that they, because like, she clearly has a really cool power. It would be nice to see how it works. Like, is her plan to starve Asa or starve Denji of attention, or starve people of whatever? At this point, like, I'm gonna still read it. We can still talk about it. We can still enjoy it. But it feels too unpredictable, which I know is insane for me to say about Chainsaw Man, because that was what was so great about it back in the day. But now I believe it is unpredictable to a fault. Yeah, the quest to find the Blood Devil plotline as well. I think if because Dubs was talking about how he thinks it's gonna be a trilogy. It's gonna be 3-parter, and he can go to hell in part 3 to find the Blood Devil. I could see that being the thing if they bring it back. But I could also see it being written off as, you know, maybe that plot point wasn't even supposed to be important in the first place. Yeah, Goodbye Eri. I did a Goodbye Eri video as well. Though that one, I hate my thumbnail for that. Ugh, my god. Yeah. I think Chainsaw Man, I think for a while now, it's been off. It's been kind of missing for me, and I'm hoping that it can kind of end up finding its way in the future, and you know, get back on track. But it's just for so long now, I haven't really been as into it. So like I think if part 1 of Chainsaw Man overall is like a 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I don't want to say 10 out of 10 because it seemed like a glazer. Part 2 feels like a 6. You know? 6 or 7. 7 when it's good. 6 when it's bad. Maybe even lower when it's bad, you know? If Fire Punch was amazing unpredictability. That was insane. Yeah. You know what I actually feel like was like one of my favorite videos? Sorry, I just have it on my screen right now. When that one guy in Sapporo was like, I'm the Sake Devil. Wait, let me... I had my lo-fi on. This is back when I was making content a lot more frequently. But one of my friends, actually the same friend from Japan, he hit me up with a with a video clip of a guy of a news article in Japan from where a guy was pretending to be the sake devil. A drunk guy was swinging around a machete.
If you've watched my channel before, then you probably already know that I'm a big fan of the anime and manga series Chainsaw Man. Between my weekly chapter reviews, live streams, and theory
the past like 30 minutes shitting on it.
Videos, you could probably say that I have somewhat of an unhealthy obsession with this series. But what if I told you there was a person here on God's green earth with an even less healthy relationship with Chainsaw Man? Well, today I'm going to be talking about a story where a drunk man in Japan brandished a machete and had a public outburst in a rest area in Odori Station in Sapporo, ultimately getting drinking banned in said rest area. Now that clip I just showed you was just a little snippet from this altercation presented by a local Hokkaido news station. But I'm assuming a lot of people watching this right now might be thinking, what the fuck does this have to do with to be made by the infamous alcohol devil? I'll just show you a snippet now. He seems like a fairly
kind of shit. Yeah. That was when like my Chainsaw Man obsession was at its peak, you know? The manga was still doing good. The anime had come out and it was huge. And those were the days. We're still in good days, it's just, you know, we just gotta find our way back. However, I feel like there's really not much more I can say on the topic of Chainsaw Man, manga in general. I need to finish this video I'm working on. I want to finish it. I said I wanted to have it done today. I'm gonna have it done by tomorrow. It'll be out in a few weeks, but so I'm probably gonna work on that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, though. I know it's kind of a late stream, impromptu stream. Not very much notice for when I was gonna go live. I kind of just, you know, quickly just put the stream together and hit go live. So I still appreciate you guys coming through. There will be another stream. I don't know. It's going to be this week, though. I'm going to stream again this week. Because like I said, we're being regular again. We're going to still do it. Whether it's here or on Twitch or somewhere, there will be another stream this week. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I will catch you in the next one. Good night, gamers. Thank you, Sleepy. Thank you. Appreciate it.